simply divine. So today I'm going to teach you how to play the piano. So if you are planning to learn an instrument, a piano is a very good instrument. You could learn that, or if you have a piano at home and you don't know how to play it, you could learn it from here. So when we are starting, we need to learn how to name all of these keys, and we need to learn what their names and how to identify them in a sheet. So let's see how we can learn that. So if we look at the piano, we will notice that there are 2 and a sets of 3 black keys in the entire piano. It's just repeating again and again. What that means is that all the keys in the piano are the same keys. They just repeat in a higher tone or a lower tone. For example, when you're singing, you might hear as a higher voice or lower voice. That's the exact same case in the piano. Piano basically based off a human voice. So here what we need to see is that so we are not learning the black keys for now. Let's look at the white keys. If the black keys can repeat, so does the white keys. So how do they repeat? So let's just listen. And then so it's basically the same thing, repeating again and again in a higher or a lower voice. So what are these white keys called? So a set of 7 white keys from the starting to the end is called 1 octave, and the octave in the middle of the piano is called the middle octave, and then in the other side it's called the higher octave and the higher octave too, because it's the second higher octave. Here, just like the higher octave, it's the lower octave and the lower octave too. So what are the names of these octaves? So in music theories, we have what we call a chromatic scale. A chromatic scale is basically a set of all the notes in the piano, all the 12 keys in the piano. That's the chromatic scale. So the names of these notes are first let's start with the white keys. C, you could write this down. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C. So this is the middle C, and this is the higher and the higher 2 C, lower and lower 2 C. So in the middle C we have 7 notes, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and these 7 notes, as I said before, are repeated through the entire piano. So now that we have learned the names of all of these keys, the black keys. So the black keys are always named after the white keys. So whatever the name of the white keys that comes before the black key, that's what it will be named after. So as this black key, which is the first one, is a C sharp, because C comes before it, and after that comes this black key, so it's called a C sharp. And when you look at whenever it's written as a C with the hashtag on top of it. That's how we write a C sharp. So each time you see a note with the hashtag on top of it, you need to learn that it's the black key of coming after the note. So we have C, C sharp, and after D this is D sharp, and after E there's no black key, so it's F. After F we have a key after that, so it's F sharp, G, and the black key after that is a G sharp, A, after that is a sharp, B, and then there's no black key. So always remember that E and B never have a black key. So there's no such thing as an E sharp or a B sharp. Don't make that mistake. So now we have learned the name of all the black keys and all the white keys, right? So how do we locate them? Because sometimes I don't know where to find my octave. So where do I start? So always remember, you know how to identify the middle, right? So you can see that there are 2, and they're in the middle. So they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here in the middle of that we have the middle C. There we will see 2 and 3 sets of black keys. Here there's a 2. And in these 2, in the left one, below that left one, if we take our finger down, we have the C, the starting point of all the octaves. And then you rest your hands in all the other notes and you can play. So yeah, that's how you identify where you are in the piano. Just use these black keys to get to know where you are located in the piano. So that's all there is. And then we have the left hand. So the left hand is written in the left side of the page when we are writing the music. I'm just explaining this in the letter format and not in the Western notation formats, which you might have seen these symbols in in some piano sheet music, those symbols are basically professional way to read the music, and very difficult pieces are written on those symbols and not in letters, because that will take a very long time. So yes, in the letter format, the letters for the left hand will be written on the left side, and the right hand will be written in the right side. So to make sure that you don't make a mistake while you are playing in both hands, just do this. You put your pinky in the C here, as I said, 2 notes here C, and 2 notes here C, thumb here, and rest your face, rest your all your fingers, and then just play them. Yeah, so it's just you practice that so that you can learn to play both of your hands together, so that you don't make any mistakes. So what you need to learn, that when you're playing a song, most of the time, some songs are different, but most of this time the melody or the lead of the song will be in the right hand, and the bass or the backtrack or the background or whatever you call it is always in the left hand most of the time. For example, if you're playing a song and the singer's voice, which is the melody or the lead, will be in your right hand, you'll be playing it in your right hand, because your right hand is better than your left hand. If you're left-handed, it's a different case, you could play it in the left hand. But if you're right-handed, like most people, you can play the melody in the right hand and then move it freely, whereas this will be playing back music or background music, which will be a bit light. Like in the piece that I played in the beginning, you can hear that this is very loud, whereas this it's a very soothing, very light music. So always remember that these music things, that melody and bass line. So yeah, so that's all for today. All of this was just for complete beginners. It's nothing complicated. I will post videos on how to play some pieces in particular, for example this one, right? So yeah, so if you want to play a song that you like, you could just go to the Google or the internet, and you can type the song's name, and then you have to type the notes. If you just type the song's name and how to play the piano, it will just show you the sheet music, which will have symbols on it and not the letters, which I will make a different video to how to recognize symbols. But for now, if you can look at the letters and play the song, whatever song you like, in the left hand and the right hand together, right? So that's it for today's video. Let's just summarize. So we learned that the entire piano has the same 12 keys: the C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, and then F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, and then B, and then C again. And they have a lighter and a higher version of them. And the right hand always plays the melody, and the left hand plays the bass if you're a right-handed person. If it's you're left-handed, it's the opposite. Yeah. So that's it for today, and thanks for watching.